Thing on. What, the cat hair? I got it all over me. What's up, Nikki and Lindsay? I'm literally just was standing here packing up orders. You guys are welcome to look in the shop. Hey Wolfie. Packing up orders, and I just was yapping away in my head to myself and the Lord. And I thought, there's so many times when I'm on the app and I'm just scrolling because I guess I'm a weirdo. I sit in silence in my house. Do y'all sit in silence in y'all's house ever? Sorry, spammers be spamming. Am I the only weirdo that sits in silence in my house? Okay, well, whatever. I just sit here with my thoughts and I just be yapping away to myself. Okay, I feel a little better. And I'm wrapping up these salt and pepper shakers, and I'll be truthful with you. Okay, good. Okay. I'll be truthful with you. I know that you guys come here and hang out with me a lot. Um, and hey, Cozy Mama, how are you? You also hang out here. But I was just yapping away in my head, and I thought I would yap to you guys. I have officially run out of bubble wrap, and I only have this one lonely. Hey, Mama Shell. I just have this one lonely salt and pepper shaker left. I hate it when this happens, guys. I hate it. You know what this means? This means that I have not ordered enough stuff. So do y'all want to know what I was yapping to myself about? Um, I was yapping to myself about two different things. Um, do y'all know that I do Bible study on here? Put a clover in the chat if you were aware that I do that on here, if you've ever been to Bible study. What's up, Jazz, Jace, Jazz, Yaya, and Bonnie Cha? Um, I say Bible study, Bible journaling. Listen, here's the thing. I just love Jesus. And I literally could not make it through one single day without him. I'm not a religious person at all. Um, yes, was raised in church. Can y'all still hear me okay? Let me know if I'm like coming in crazy. Raised in church my entire life. But anyway, and hey, Attic, how are you? We're hanging out. It's funny that you should join because I have this handy dandy, very professional microphone. Um, uh, because Nikki was talking about how I confuse her. So, and my answer was I'm Baptist Catholic. I was raised Baptist, but what I was going to say first, let me say this. The Bible tells us to test the spirits, and in my spirit, me and Jesus, I have been yapping his ear off today. Hey, Taylor. Like, he has not had a minute's rest. I hope y'all didn't need anything from the Lord today because I have been busy with him. Literally. It's been crazy. Not that my life is bad or anything like that. I've had a lot to say today. For a lot of different reasons. And in Bible study, I try to kind of keep it light. I don't really get into, I've never really shared my like testimony or my faith journey or any of that stuff because I am confusing to a lot of people. And that's okay because what I would say to anybody that is trying to figure out like what I believe and what I'm doing is just read the Bible. Like I follow Jesus and what Jesus teaches. And if Jesus said it, like that's what I'm trying to do. So, my husband is an ordained Baptist minister. And he has held some positions, but he is not currently holding one. And we are not currently really attending anywhere. So that is also confusing for people. um, and the fact that I wear Catholic medals every single day of my life. I will, laugh at inappropriate jokes. It's just, like I'm a human. Hi, I'm a human. I've been divorced. Those things just confuse people. And that's okay. I'm just in the world, just trying to live life just like everybody else. So, hey, how are you? Guys, if you are not following Pretty Witty Thrifty Finds, I'm so sorry. I butcher it every time. You should definitely be doing that. We are not doing much of anything. I'm just packing up these orders from yesterday and yapping my face off because that's what yappers do, right? And we were talking about how I confuse people because I love Jesus and my husband's a Baptist minister, but I wear Catholic medals and it's just kind of confusing for people. And I'm basically just like, hey, I love Jesus. Jesus is my main man. That's it. Read the Bible. You should start in John. That's where I recommend everybody start. That's what my husband recommended to me. And a year and a half later, here we are. It changed my life. So, that being said, the other day I was on here, and I know some of you all, I don't think any of you all, maybe you were in here, maybe you weren't, kind of hopped off and got real weird. And then some of you guys had messaged me and asked me if everything was okay. And it was in fact not. Um, that's the thing about the true mark. When you start reading in, no, you don't need to know how to read the Bible in 365 days, baby. No, you don't. But I love the fact that you feel the draw to that because that's exactly where I was. I was like, ooh, I'm going to read the Bible in a year. And that's when my husband was like, just start in John. And it made me fall in love with the Bible in a completely different way. It completely changed. It completely changed my relationship with Jesus and how I view religion. And how I view people and my faith in general is totally, totally different. And I think that if you were to ask, I know for sure that if you were to ask people around me, what changed or if I'm different than I was a year and a half ago, especially my mom. My mom has said it to me multiple times that she sees genuine joy. Thank you for the follow, Carolyn. Coming from me. And that is a fruit of the Spirit. And that means a lot. And that is what changed my life, is starting in John. Listen, no. And Matthew is my favorite book of the Bible. Like, you get me with the Sermon on the Mount, and I cannot. Hey, Brett. Hey, honeybee. I cannot. Like, Matthew pops off because mine and Matthew's personalities are so close together. Like, the tism is tisming for real, for real. And John is for everybody. He was the front runner for Christ. He was the voice calling out in the wilderness. So he is going to appeal to everybody. And just start there, and it will change your life. And then go back to Matthew. That's what I would recommend. So the day that I kind of hopped off and was weird, and then yesterday, hi guys, welcome in Mars, welcome in Soul, welcome in the Nest. How are you? And Ponce. The day that I kind of hopped off and was weird, which I've told everybody that we're moving, but so they wanted us to sign this lease and we hadn't seen the apartment yet. And I was like, I don't know, because if I take you, I'm not going to do this, but if I were to take you into our bathroom right now and really take you around this apartment, it's in the same shape as it was when we moved in 2 years ago. And it's not even, they didn't even finish painting it. And it wasn't the apartment that we were shown. So, like, I didn't want to get duped again, right? So, this is on Good Friday. We go into the office and, like, we're getting ready to pay our rent. They had tried to charge us an extra fee to be able to transfer because I hadn't signed the lease. And I was like, well, they were supposed to show us the apartment. And she was like, I'm new. I don't know how to, I don't know what transfers. I don't know how to do those. Okay. Um, so what am I supposed to do? Right. So, and it's also Good Friday at like 2 o'clock. So I was like, I don't know. Anyway, she ends up getting it worked out, gets the fee taken off, but I'm still like, we don't have a lease now because our lease for this apartment that I'm currently standing in is up. We had a move date, we had a transfer date. We were supposed to go look at the apartment. So what ended up happening is the guy that was doing our transfer quit or left or got fired or whatever. But pushed our paperwork through so he would get credit for the transfer. So, like, I guess he got bonus off of it, but didn't actually show us the apartment, actually do a lease agreement with us or anything. Like, that apartment hasn't been, like, those people hadn't even moved out yet before he pushed our transfer through. So that apartment hasn't been prepared. It hasn't been made ready, nothing. So Good Friday, here I am, like, we haven't paid our rent because I don't know what to pay. Um, because the amount's not accurate because they don't even know what to charge us. We don't have a lease and we don't know where we're going. I was freaking out. So Monday comes, I go to the office. Nobody's there. The girl is gone. She lived on property. Her car's gone. The girl that just started like a month ago, that I had just met, that didn't know what she was doing, she quit. She was gone all week. So corporate is sending me emails, you need to pay this, but has me locked out of my account. And we haven't paid because we don't have a lease. And I don't know where we're going. So corporate finally calls me today and tells me, like, we are so sorry. Don't freak out. We have your new apartment ready. We're going to show it to you. They painted it today. Like, everything's going to be fine. But yeah, I yapped the Lord's ear off about that today. Also, on top of that, 2 days later, yesterday maybe, or the day before, I can't remember, my husband gets a call that his cousin, who is a police officer, was on his way to work. I don't know a whole lot of details, but was on his way to work, and went to go around traffic and hit a car that was stalled and had their lights out. It was, in the dark, had their lights out, and he is not going to make it. Originally, we thought that he had already passed, but they are keeping him on life support. So I have 14 days to pack up all of these things and don't exactly know where we're going. And my husband is probably going to have to preach his 24-year-old cousin's nephew's funeral soon. So, if you guys could keep us in your prayers, that would be amazing. I know that this is not for that, but at the same time, you all are my family. And Mars, I know that you are in royal shows, I believe, a lot. So you understand. Um, Britt, you are absolutely right. And it's hard because I don't want to tell people's business on this app, you know? But at the same time, I don't even want to tell my business on this app. Like, that's not what you all come here for. But at the same time, I also feel like we have built sort of a sense of community with each other. And when I come on here and my energy is weird, I want you guys to know why. And I want you guys to feel comfortable sharing if you feel led. And the Bible tells us to test the spirits. And I prayed for friends, and He sent me friends. And so I want you guys to feel comfortable to come to me. And you do, like several of you do. Britt, for example, um, you know, I am constantly praying for you and praying for Kayla, and so many people I know in this community are, even though I don't really understand what is going on. Um, I know enough to know that her life is affecting so many people and has affected so many people, and it just makes me wonder, and you guys will understand soon. Jesus says that a lot, soon. Also, if you haven't watch The Chosen and read the New Testament along with The Chosen, because that also changes the game too. Jonathan Remy does such an amazing job playing Jesus. It's amazing. Um, but I do feel like there's a social key to this app, and I feel like I prayed for friends, and God sent me this app, and in so many ways, He has taught me so many things through just being able to sit down and say what I need to say and test the spirit and be able to turn it off and walk away. That is so helpful. But also know that you guys are genuinely, and I feel like some of you guys are invested at this point, because there's some of this junk that I sell to you all that I'm like, why in the world would they buy that? And a friend of, I say a friend of mine, her name is the Friendly Hen, she's on here, bought so many salt and pepper shakers for me last night. I'm like, why does she need this many? She doesn't need this many. But she explained it. She's like, you have items, and I see it in your guys' reviews. You write, like, I came to her show. She's genuinely just telling me these things. And then Jay and I did a show last night. It's very, this community is just very therapeutic. And I truly enjoy, like, sitting down and spending time with you guys and talking to you guys and hanging out with you guys, and apparently lying to you guys because I almost didn't wrap this one up. Was Sugar Fart. I guess I could wrap it in this. You think this is bubbly wrap enough? And see, that's what I mean by test the spirits. Like, I just kept feeling like I needed to hop on and just yap for a little bit with you guys. And I want this place to be a place where you guys can come to me and be like, hey, what's going on? And come for like a release, or, just whatever you need. Or text me, shoot me a message if you're having a bad day and you just need somebody to pray. Bless you, Toby. I don't, I'm just, I'm just me. I'm just doing the best I can. And it's so strange to people who aren't on the app, maybe that kind of behavior is but I literally, like, told the Lord, like, I am a herd animal. I need you to send me friends. And He did. He, we went to this church Sunday that I grew up in, and I love this church, and I love this preacher. He's amazing. He does an amazing job. And you can watch their services online. It's Fairview Knox. It's so good. The music, I could stand for it to be a little more old school. I love a good hymn, but I'm not picky about music. That's just not something I get enough during the week that's not something I'm not gonna. Now, I don't know. Anyway, I digress. My point is, Jeff said something Sunday that I was like, ooh. And he was talking about when the natural and the super intertwine, that's God. And it's so easy for people to dismiss the supernatural. And I'm not better than anybody else because he made me able, he made me, he just made me that way. I don't know. I didn't pick this. You know, I didn't. Yes, I chose him. And yes, I chose to follow him. And yes, I chose to. But there are certain parts of commit. Once you make your decisions, you don't choose your spiritual gifts, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And a lot of people won't understand that, but some people will. I guess maybe in some ways I did. I prayed for discernment. Oh, I absolutely know that he does. And my point is to know that he loves me as much as he does. I know what I've had to go through to get here to be able to say that I will never be alone. Because in every moment when I have ever felt alone, discernment is the worst. They tell you not to pray for patience. Pray for patience all day long if you want to. Pray for whatever you want to, first of all. Pray for whatever you want to. That's between you and the Lord. Also, discernment, you better be ready. Whatever you pray for, you better pray, be ready. Be ready, because he's going to give it to you. It's literally in the Bible. I'm just saying. But anyway, I had to learn that God loves me. I had to learn that. I had to learn that. I had to learn that he will never leave me or forsake me. I had to learn that, and that's what Jeff was talking about. He was talking about when Mary saw him after, and he said, don't, I can't even imagine. My husband is a pastor, is an ordained minister. He has an anointing that I can't even talk about that. But anyway, he was talking about Mary and how Jesus said not to touch him. And hey, I really don't need this and the hodgepodge heifer. He was talking about how Jesus said not to touch him, told her not to touch him. And he was like, sometimes in life you're going to feel like you can't hear him because she didn't recognize him. She saw him, but she didn't know it was him, right? She didn't recognize him. She didn't recognize his voice. She couldn't touch him, but it was still him. Are you not supposed to be here? What are you talking about? Everybody's always supposed to be here. I'm just yapping. I was packing up all these salt shakers and stuff, and honestly, I was sitting here yapping with the Lord, and I just thought, well, you would be in on my personal talk. I'm just giving everybody a little life update. You're included, girl. You're in the group. You are in the group. Because I know I've been a little weird lately, and but anyway, what we were talking about was Sunday morning, what Jeff was talking about at church. And I've thought about that so much because Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of Jesus, like those two whip. Ooh, excuse me. How rude. Right in the microphone. Oh, absolutely. Yes. It is now a sandwich. Um, as I drink more Sprite. I what I was saying was I feel like those two Marys, mm, mm. And he and to hear, listen, I could have jumped up and ran those aisles with all of Coreyton, Tennessee. Girl, this is why are you so cute? Jesus made me that way. I could have ran those aisles in front of all of Coreyton, Tennessee that morning. There was probably 1,000 people in that sanctuary because that Baptist preacher got up and said he dubbed Mary the first evangelist. Hallelujah. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Can you believe that? Coming out of the hills of East Tennessee? Girl, I was a mess. They are. We love them. And that's exactly what it was for. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. Because Nikki and then the attic came in, and then you came, and then I've got people from Royal Discount Show, and then I've got girls from my Yap group. So 100%, this is what this is about. Because I was just standing here literally. Um, I'm assuming it's, let me guess who's behind the fan today? Who's behind the fan? Who's behind the fan? Let me guess. It is Nikki. Oh, I was gonna guess Marisa, and then I didn't guess. No, it's funny because I was talking about you guys about how the other day, Nikki said she's so confused by me. And she didn't understand what Baptist Catholic was. You know what Baptist Catholic is, don't you? We say hi to you at the liquor store. That was a abs. I'm a Penton in the night. Does that mean you dance while you're making bread? I love to make homemade bread, but you would kick me out. Now, girl, hand me a scrub brush and I will go to town. Me and the Lord will talk in the scrub, but I can. Now I can make a good. Uh, I can make a good loaf if it's just like sandwich bread, but sourdough, I gave it up. I gave it up. I think you're beautiful. And I love the fact that you can birth animals because all baby animals are amazing. Ooh. Listen, don't get me started. Y'all and y'all's hair, your hair, and the outfits. And y'all are sassy. Sassy. And I bet you can sing. Or what do you play? What instrument? Because I don't play an instrument. I need to learn, don't I, guys? Mm. No, listen. So the lady that, this lady I know, we'll go with that. This lady I know had the most beautiful, they're not Pentecostal or holiness or anything like that. Like she just had beautiful hair and she had grown it. It had been like that the whole time I known her. And the part in the Bible when they say a woman's hair is her crown, like life goals. This woman's hair was her life, was my life goals. Beautiful, gray. gorgeous. Like, that is what I'm trying to achieve. And it was like down to here, natural curl. Don't laugh. It's not funny. We're going to address that, okay? We're going to go back to that. I saw a picture of her and she has cut her hair off and I cried for 10 minutes. She's in mourning. Her husband passed away and I totally get it. But I literally like had my hands crying. There is something about it. There's something about it. Oh, in the Bible, people cut their hair and shave their head as a symbol all the time. It is your hair, even when I was, how do I, it reminds me of that song Going Home. I've wandered far, now I'm coming home. Not the Gaithers. Um, when I was, when my beliefs were different, when my beliefs were different, we'll say that. I was weird about my hair because your hair is very spiritual. Now, that's what my hair looks like when I wake up in the morning. It doesn't always look like this. And listen, y'all can say what you want to. Say what you want to. This is one of those super coming into the natural, supernatural things. You go look at my Facebook page, look at me 2.5 years ago, and look at these locks. They're still not great, but they are so much better now than they were. And I owe that to the joy of the Lord and trying to do my best to do what I'm supposed to do and stay in line. Also, Jay's grandmother has been struggling here lately, and the veil is very thin for her. I think I told the story about I was singing for her, and it's sad, but it's such a blessing. But I think I told you guys the story about I was singing that song for her. Marisa, are you still here? I'll sing this one for you, and then I should probably go. Everybody's at the pool, and I wrapped up all the shakers. Unless somebody has a request. Yeah, if you don't know, because you haven't ever really hang out, sometimes I get on here and I just get singing. Where's my songbook? Oh my goodness, Toby, what'd you do with my songbook? That is, and she is devout. It's over here. When I tell you that she was amazing. She's the one that really kept my husband in church. Like, she's phenomenal. And so, I think I told y'all about, we really do. And I'm going to say this. And if you know and understand, you know and understand. And if you don't, I hope that one day you will. Because it is the best and the worst feeling ever to be so jealous of the position that she is in. And when that veil starts to thin and her loved ones, the supernatural, folks. It was this song. She said, I hear those little children singing, and she lost a son when he was 7. And it wasn't children singing, it was just me. I don't know who she heard. And then my husband had a really good friend pass not too long ago from cancer, and she brought him up. And she had only seen him a couple times. And I asked her, I said, did he say anything to you? And she said, yeah, tell him to tell Jeremiah hi and that I'm fine. I'm doing good. And I think that she is just seeing across that river, that crystal river. And it's amazing to me. And she is asking for her mother. And I told my husband, I said, I don't think that Gia will be there. I think maybe she'll hear her. Maybe she hears her calling, but Gia is on a different level. Some people just get to a different plane, I think. Um, so Marisa, are you still here? Or did she leave? We're gonna do this one real quick, and then exactly. And I think that is so like beautiful, don't you? And that's what makes me so jealous, like, and then to know that she will be there waiting, and that's what this song is. Hang on. And then we'll raid somebody. How's that sound? Don't ball. Do you need my hanky? I have it right here. I need to iron them. It's okay. It's okay. But this is the song that I was singing when she said that. Someday when I've traveled my last mile here, the call will be coming for me. I'll enter the lifeboat that will be near to carry me over the sea. He'll hold my hand as over death's river I go. Then safe I'll be in beautiful heaven, I know. My bark shall sail safely, though waves dash high, for Jesus will be at my side. He'll still the rough waters when by and by I'm crossing the river so wide. He'll hold my hand as over death's river I go, and safe I'll be in beautiful heaven, I know. I'm ready to go to that golden shore, to live there while ages shall roll. I want to meet Jesus and saints of yore in heaven, the home of the soul. He'll hold my hand as over death's river I go, and safe I'll be in beautiful heaven, I know. For sure. For sure. Unless there's another one y'all want to hear. What's been in y'all's head lately? Of course, anytime. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. I don't even know that one. I'm telling you, I know that one, but I don't know. I'm so sorry. I probably haven't heard that one in a long time. That's a Lauren Daigle. I used to sing a lot of Lauren Daigle. But then I got in this Redback hymnal, and I'm telling you, some of these songs, dang. Do you have much experience with hymns? What is the deal with the? Mm, yeah. Ugh. I might try to have to. I'll have to listen to that one a little bit. Hang on. Let me look in my saved ones because there's one I was thinking about the other day that came up in my brain. And that's kind of how I pick them, is like just what's been rolling around in my brain, because that's just kind of how he does me. Maybe oh my gosh. I need my husband for that one too. He plays the guitar. Is that not so cool? Hang on. I said, here, give me a song. And now I'm like, no, no, no. I say hymns and then I'm like, um, there are just so many little, like, I'm a piggy singer. I'm a bougie. No, oh goodness. It's hard to sing. It's hard to sing the fast ones with um without my husband, and I'm working on him. Oh gosh, I know you know that one. Well, go down yonder, April. Plus, I have exercising days. His eye is on the sparrow. You're thinking I'm Jennifer Hudson, aren't you? And I know he watches me. You might be onto something there. Because as soon as you were saying that, and I said Jennifer Hudson, do you know Jesus Promised Me a Home Over There? Have you ever heard that one? There's a place in heaven prepared for me when the toils of this life are o'er, where the saints are clothed in white before the throne, singing praises forevermore. In my Father's house there are mansions bright. If he said it, then I know it's true. There's a place for me beyond the sky. Brothers and sisters, there is one for you. Jesus, he promised me a home over there. Jesus, he promised me a home over there, with no more sickness or sorrow or pain or care. Jesus, he promised me a home over there. I need a piano. I think I was looking for the words. I thought I had them. I thought I had them. Jesus, he promised. That one gets stuck in my head bad. That one and do you know because he loved me, my Savior died on the hill crucified. You mean his eyes on the sparrow? Am I looking for the right song? I think I had it confused with Consider the Lilies. Consider the lilies. Now, I've only sang this one in the shower. I used to say this one would be one that sang at my funeral, but it didn't make the cut. Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? And why should my heart be lonely and long for heaven and home, when Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is he. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. And I sing because I'm happy, and I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. I can't I've never sang the second verse that it has listed, and I don't know that I can do it without music, but I am going to read it because it says, let not your heart be troubled. His tender word I hear. Okay, I think that's how it goes. Let not your heart be troubled. His tender word I hear, and resting on his goodness, I lose my doubt and my fear. Though by the path he leadeth, but one step I may see, his eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. Mm. I have never seen this whole song before. Yeah, it doesn't have a clacker. Dodgers is like, hey, by the way, I know you're like having a concert, but can I buy that bell? Sure. Is it in the bin? I think it is. You see it? No clacker. It does have this thing. It's super cool though. Uh, let me run it. Oh, let me run it. I'm gonna end up on one of those Facebook groups, aren't I? I went in a show and the host was singing and she didn't see my comment for 15 minutes. And everybody left. It's running. Okay. What happened? Hmm. Didn't we have a pre-bid? Morris, why didn't you tell me you had a pre-bid? Where'd it go? What happened? Something strange is happening. Hang on. I don't know if it kicked all my people out. But it's saying I have a pre-bid, and it's saying Mars isn't in here anymore, but he requested, or they requested, so I'm not sure. See, and it's telling me what's happening. I'm going to run this. This is really cool. This is it is a complete, it's like I'm just over yonder. This is a complete 12 stars rosary. The 12 stars are traditional religious. Mars, you may have seen this one before. I don't know. Was I right when I assumed that you were from Royal Discount? The 12 stars are okay. You may have seen this one at some point before. I think this came from her. I did a little research on it, and what I found, I put there in the description box. Where did it go? No, like something weird happened on my screen. It was strange. Get thee behind me, Satan. Not around here. Not around here. Let me get in the right thing. This is a really pretty one, though. So tell me, what have you done with your collection? Are you reselling? Are you just making a collection of rosaries? What are you? And did y'all hear your gifting? Did y'all hear Toby singing backup for me? How funny was that? Let me pull this up so I can read. Because I did so much. Okay, so when girl had me looking for my own car while you were singing. That's funny. So the research that I found on these is the 12 stars around are the traditional religious symbol for the women of the apocalypse, which I think is so cool from Revelation, when it talks about that. And then it can also be the 12 apostles or the 12 tribes of Israel, which I think is so cool. When you see representation of Mary and 12 stars, I personally tend to go towards 12 tribes of Israel just because, like, Jesus, you know. So we're going to run this one. It is beautiful, glass beads. It's complete. I counted it myself. Here you go. It's running. Very, very pretty. I'm going to have more of these. I got some from her yesterday. And I'm also going to show you a Cradle Catholic. Thank you so much. Ooh, you got a coupon. Um, I love that you called yourself a Cradle Catholic. That's amazing. My dad's, I guess, a Cradle Catholic. Look at this piece that I got from her. This is a Terra piece, and it does not come across on camera, but there is soil in this paint. And I'm going to show this to my grandmother. My grandmother, I mentioned this in the show when I got this piece, but I got this for $1 from her. And it has the, I have called you by your name, Isaiah. Isaiah is a great book too. If you're not reading Isaiah, you should. Isaiah 3:1, and then it has the Terra logo, and it says Sancta Guild, 1971 in Israel. And it made me think of my grandmother so much because she loves the story of Hagar. And the story of Hagar is amazing. Maybe we'll talk about that Wednesday at Bible study. I don't know. But hey, how are you? I was showing off this really pretty piece I got. I don't know if I can sell it, guys. But I have to start selling some stuff because literally I will have more updates tomorrow on where we're going, but we have to be out by the 24th and I don't know where we're going yet. So it went in my pocket with me today. Hey guys, all my friends are showing up. It went in my pocket with me today on my travels. So, and then I think the other ones I got from her, of course, I have my 5 stars. And look at my 5 star, my 5 wooden star. Look how loose it is now. And then I have, this one was my grandmother's. I don't know if I've ever showed you these before. This one was my grandmother's. And then this one came from her as well. This is the first crucifix I've ever owned in my life. Are you so proud of me? My grandmother would be so proud. She doesn't know what world she's in, but if she did, she would be. And then this was my great grandmother's. I know. And this chaplet I got from her. And it had the IHS communion chaplet with the little cup. I can't think what it's called. Charm on it. You know the word. But it fell off and I just haven't put it back on there yet. And then the chalice. Thank you. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, yes, thank you, friend. Words are hard. And then this is, I got this from Bubblegum Drop. Because I'll always be going in and be like, hey, got any religious jewelry? Because I love a Mary. I love a Mary. Look at this Terra rosary I have. Did you see it? Thanks. These are from Zaza. We love Zaza. Did you see this purple one? This AB crystal one I have? And then that stainless one. It's nice. It's nice. Look at this one. It's so pretty. I'm supposed to be saving these for the y'all need some Jesus. You have a bunch of these? You have a bunch of rosaries? Rosaries, you say? I listed it. Jeepers creepers. It's so good. Look how beautiful. And can I tell, girl, can I tell you that somebody glued this to something and I had to go through. And I'm going to tell you what this little Baptist Pentecostic did. I sat here and it was on a Thursday. And I don't know why, but Thursday rosaries just hit different. And I cleaned this rosary and turned on the Pray Through the Rosary. And hey, Dusty, um, cleaned it. And I did literally the best I could. But for those of you that don't know, Terra, Terra, means earth or dirt. And, girl, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. That is amazing. And I have wrestled with this. I've wrestled with it because they're powerful. And I don't have to tell you that some of them, when you pick them up, just have a little more kick to them than others. And I just have a few reservations. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. The medals and the Marys, I would love to have. I very well may do that. The rosaries are a little different. The scaps, oh, I've got scaps. I got a big old thing of scaps from her. And I would love to give scaps. I know, some of these come with some heat, girl. It's like when I was talking earlier about when I was, I'm just going to put it plain. I used to be into crystals and all that stuff. And I still like crystals. Yeah, I love them. I love them. I still be doing crystals. Like, I don't be doing crystals, but God made rocks. Rocks are pretty. I love rocks. I love lapis lazuli. But, I wouldn't just go around handing out malachite to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I believed that those crystals could really change your day. And those were rocks. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no rocks. Yeah. And when I'm selling them like this, I don't have control over that so much. But you showed up and got you one. So I have to let the Lord take care of it because it ain't mine. And this one's really nice too. This one, it's seen some things. It's masculine. That's what I'm gonna say. Seen some tears. And I got one in the mail today. I'll show it to you from her. And then I gotta go. Because people, i.e. my husband, where did I? What did I do? What did I do? Actually, I'll show you my grandmother's. This one was my great grandmother's. And I will never sell it. Isn't it pretty? Hey, Mars, you want to see something cool? Have you ever seen my holy water? This was my great grandmother's. Do you want to see my holy water? Do you guys want to see my holy water? I'll show it to you. Of course. My husband probably done hid it from me. Probably gonna try to use it on me in the middle of the night. Huh. Oh, here it is. Bibles are another thing I feel strange about selling. I'd rather just give it away. Look. This has looked like this my entire life. This was my great grandmother's, and it sat on her shelf in her house since I came out of the womb. Isn't that so cool? And there's like not even anything in it. I mean, somebody could have filled it up, I guess, changed it out. I don't know why they would do that, but I know, well, maybe there's some stuff floating in it. Okay. I think that's about all the fun I can have for one day. Um, unless y'all just want something else. I don't know what I did with that package I got from her. Oh well. Um, make sure that you bookmark the y'all still need some Jesus second coming train. That's gonna happen. I would love for you guys to come to that. You're welcome here anytime. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. You could hang out with anybody, and you chose to hang out and listen to me run my yap and sing. We're gonna go see this little lady Pamela. She's super sweet. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. It's important for me to show up every day. I'm doing my best. I'm excited for you guys to see what's coming, even though it is uncertain. I think that was the point. I don't know what's coming. I don't know what we're going to do. I know that a lot of this stuff is going to get sold and we're going to move on the 24th. Hang on for the journey. Tell your friends. There's a crazy lady on Whatnot selling her stuff and she doesn't know where she's going. It's going to be so much fun. All right. I love you. Thank you. Jesus loves you. Tell Pamela I said hi and drop some clovers in the chat